matters. I'm a grown man. But yeah, I gotta...
No, it's like... Let me give you an example. When I say, do you know how hard it is for me to hold on to you? Like,
as far as my personality goes, and on the outside, here, let me give you a little lesson about me. The perceptions that you always have about me, I hate them because I know on the inside I'm not like that.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
On the inside, I'm not like that. It's just hard. Socially, I'm not the greatest. When it comes to any kind of social dynamic, I'm not great at it. I don't know how to learn in it. I don't know how to, because I'm always scared that I'm going to offend somebody or piss somebody off. But all the while, I'm still pissing people off. But I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to make people hate me. I'm not trying to make people mad at me. I'm honest to God. Hand on the Bible. I'm not trying to make anyone hate me.
What's that dude doing? He went back into me. Well, anyway, no. What I'm saying is, all day today. Let me ask you. You know, I know I wear t-shirts and denim and all that kind of crap. But how often do we ever go anywhere that can I finish? That I classify that is worthy enough to dress up for? How often do I do that? Hardly ever. Okay, so today... Okay, so would you consider what I'm wearing today dressed up?
Yeah.
Okay. As someone that's supposed to be trying to work toward us staying together or keeping us together and all that, how come you didn't compliment me and tell me that, Jinger, you look nice today, you smell nice today?
Because my brain was just on the irritated defensive today, and I just didn't think about it. It's not that I didn't notice.
I know, but you never think about it. The only reason, look, the last time you complimented me was the other day when I had on that short skirt with them tights. And that's because...
No. There was a time in between that.
When?
Just yesterday. I said you look nice because you had your makeup on. Honey, that was yesterday.
I don't remember
the leggings, yeah, I remember that. That was a couple days before that.
I know, but you only told me about the leggings because you wasn't going with me. I was going by myself somewhere. But what I'm trying to point out is, how come you didn't compliment me today? How come when we were sitting in church you didn't put your arm around me? My brother put his arm around me.
Because I felt the vibe that you hated me. And when someone hates me...
I know, but look, do you see what you're doing?
Why would you want to touch somebody who hates you? You know? That's my logic.
Have I ever told you that I hate you?
It's not... You ever,
I know, but have I said that?
No, you haven't. But you don't have to say it. I can feel it. And that makes me feel ashamed. And when I'm ashamed, I call her off in a corner. I don't just sit there and just keep... You know, there are times, yes, where I do try to come around you. I do try to, you know. But when you're that kind of level of angry, I'm ashamed. You know? Not of you,
so
but
you
myself.
that'd be like, look.
I'm like my dad.
Okay.
Just
but
like
it's
my
like,
dad.
if me and you are arguing, and I leave you at the house, and I go and leave, you're not going to tell me that you love me before I leave?
Yeah.
Why, you've done it before, you hadn't told me. That's like, why miss an opportunity to tell someone something? Like I told you, was it today?
Okay, well, let me ask
or was it, wait, was it today or was it yet? See, look, I tried to touch you just then, and you pushed my hand off you.
No, I was getting ready to grab your hand.
No, you wouldn't.
Baby, I was. I swear to God I was. I was doing this. Look. I was getting ready to do this.
Well, tell me this. I don't even know what I was going to say now.
Wait a minute. Is that the ring you bought from Avon?
Don't change the subject.
No,
yes,
shiny.
I bought that ring from
Shiny.
Avon.
Come on. Okay, what were you saying? He's going to ask me something.
I don't remember if it was today or if it was yesterday. I told you that, you know, you better hug me because it might be the last opportunity that you get to hug me. You're not supposed to intentionally miss opportunities to tell people that you love them or how nice they look or any of that. No, I don't want you to hug me right now.
I don't like that. I don't like
But
that.
see, you know what I don't like? I don't like having to bring it to your attention for you to tell me things or for you to do things for me. How is that fair?
It's not fair. If you were doing that to me, I'd say and feel the same thing. And I have done that before. So if I'm protesting, why can't you be able to protest? Or why should you even protest?
Out of all the relationships that I've been in, whether I was with the person or not, you know, there's people on the internet that compliment me and they don't even know me in person. How come it comes easier for them to do it and they don't know me, and you can barely utter the words out of your mouth? But you don't care. We have this conversation all the time.
Why do you say that? You're just trying to trick yourself into getting more mad than what you are.
I'm not mad, Tim. I'm upset. I'm bothered. I'm bothered because someone that's supposed to love someone so much, like you tell me all the time that you love me, and you fear us breaking up. You fear you going home. You fear this and you fear that. Well, why in the world don't you show me? Tell me that.
I try to tell you.
Try?
I try to, honey, but sometimes I just feel like at any moment, something out of nowhere can rip you away from me.
I know, so you know what? You just wait for any moment to happen.
No, I don't wait for it to happen. I just get so caught up in fear of it that it's actually damaging what I have.
It's damaging us.
And that pisses me off that I'm doing that, but I don't know what to do. So sometimes I feel the easiest method is to just be quiet and observant. Which that can screw it up.
Let me ask you something. How many times have we had this kind of conversation?
Too many times.
How many?
Too many.
Too many times?
I don't know a number. Honestly.
Why do you think we keep having it?
Because I keep doing it.
I don't know. Let's go in, Kroger. Because
Hey,
the more times you have the
You
conversation,
know what I do like though about you, what you're wearing today?
I don't want you to tell me because it's compliments that I had to ask for.
No, I'm pointing something out. Okay.
What?
The way that shines right there. The way it is overall.
So basically, you like the design of my skirt, right?
Can I work?
Let me ask you something. Do you know how to compliment a woman? How? Who taught you?
I just watched vicariously, like when Dexter was with his girlfriends and stuff. That's mainly what I learned it from.
Okay, well, what is another example of a compliment?
What do you mean?
Give me another compliment. Tell me what a compliment is. Like, if you're going to compliment me on something.
Finding something on the person that you think is nice looking and making sure you tell them about it, how you feel about it. And saying it in a way that's flattering and, you know.
So, look, you think a compliment would be, Tim, I like the designs of your blue jeans. Is that a compliment?
It sounds more like a statement than a compliment.
Don't you think that's similar to what you said about my skirt?
So instead, I should say.
So when I tell
So
you...
instead, it should be more like, I really like that skirt you got on today. I like the way your hair is all nice and straight, shiny.
So, that's a starting point. You know how... Here, lean over. You know how when I say to you, I get so happy when you shave. Like, Tim, I love when you shave. I just think you look really sexy when you're cleaned up. Wouldn't you consider that a compliment?
Yeah. Because you're using, like, action words like sexy and sexy.
But if I said something like to you, like, Tim, I think it's nice that you wear a hat. You think that's a compliment?
Kind of both. Kind of is and kind of isn't.
That is not a compliment, Tim. That'd be like me telling that girl over there, that blue shirt looks good with the orange one. I mean, sure, I'm saying something nice to her. I'm not complimenting on how it looks on her. I didn't say it looked good on her. I just said the two colors go good together. It don't matter. This whole conversation is a waste.
I'm listening. What the hell? I'm listening.
I know.
I get your point.
I know, but how many times have I had to prove a point? I don't know. I get tired of having to feel like the man in the relationship. The leader. The what I say goes person. I hate feeling that way.
And
I want a man to lead me around.
When I try to lead you around, you get pissed off and defensive.
Okay, well, what's ways that you've tried to lead me?
Like, Ginger, I don't think it's a good idea you doing this and this and this here, because this is going to affect us on this and this and this. And what do? Give
me an example. That's not a good enough example.
Okay, I got one real quick off the top of my head. I don't think you should be getting involved with Marty on a contract for a phone. And you're like, why? And I'm like, because I know how Marty is with money. Marty, he'll stay straight with it for a while.
Okay, well, here, look.
See that, there you go. See,
I know, but
I'm giving you an example.
Okay, and I want to give I'm not getting mad. I want to give my counter argument to that. At that time, did I have a phone?
Yeah, you still had your Metro, but it wasn't.
I didn't have a Metro.
You had that little whatever phone.
It's that straight talk phone, but it wasn't turned on. Right. But did we not need my own number so you could give for jobs?
I seen your point in that, but at the same time,
it's like I shouldn't go and get tied down in a contract with somebody.
Right.
I know. I understand.
Number one, you got a contract you're paying on. Number two, you got other charges that are associated with Marty in the whole package.
That's family plan. I know. Well,
that's bad.
Okay, well, fine. Give me to me, that's not leading. That's not leading me. That's basically you telling me.
The thing is, I can't lead to you because you are so stubborn-headed. But you're the kind of person that gets so stubborn-headed, you will straight out run out the door, tell the person, not verbally, but body language-wise, you will more or less give them the indication to go screw yourself. I'm going to go do this anyway. How can someone try to force you to lead by them, meaning me, when you're that stubborn?
I don't know, Tim.
That's where I'm trying to make the point. That's why I'm trying to make the point. You get so damn stubborn that it literally wears me out sometimes.
I don't know what to tell you. I've told you.
Don't know what to tell me. But you're expecting me to lead. Baby, how can I lead when you won't open your mind?
Because
you know who you're like when you're like that?
Know, but look,
you're like Sarah.
No, look. Let me ask you this. You say that I won't let you lead. What about the times that I have let you lead and you say you don't know whatever I want to do and you just throw your hands up in the air?
Because I already got the foresight seeing where you're going to be stubborn on some of the things I'm about to tell
See,
you.
so if I'm
I already see ahead of time.
But if I'm trying to give you the lead, you don't want to take it.
This is the part about me that you fucking hate.
What?
Foresight. I can see scenarios and situations before they even happen. I can see them because people in the beginning have already established their patterns, and I already know what they're going to do. And about 97% of the time,
do you really think I'm going to leave you then? Can you see that in your little foresight?
No.
Why not? Because you don't want to see it? I'm serious, Tim.
Why?
Because don't try to get out of the car and run like you always do.
I'm not trying to run. I'm just hot. That's all.
Aim the vent on you. I don't know. Let's just go in.
No, we can finish talking about this. Can I see you leaving me? No. And I'll explain why.
Why?
Number one, you still love me.
Yeah, I still love you, Tim. I'm still in love with you.
And I still love you, too.
I want to marry you.
You know emotionally I do love you. You know deep down. You just don't like to say it because when you start to think thoughts, anger starts building up in your head for other stuff. And you go off on something else.
See, you know how you told me yesterday, how can I tell you how you think? How can you tell me how I think? I feel that you love me.
But I'm just confused.
But I don't think you're, like, I don't know if you're in love with me. It's like, you love me, but you don't love me a lot. It's like, yeah, it's the kind of love where, yeah, I love you for 10 years of marriage, and then 2 kids later, and then I don't love you no more. That kind of love. And I don't want that with a person. I watch my parents go through it, and then I watch Marty go through it too.
Yeah, that's me. That's cruel.
I'm not going through that.
That's my mom and dad. My mom and dad were married for 15 years, and they got divorced. If they were still together now, they'd be together for about close to 32 years right now. That's how long they'd be together. Actually, no, I'll take that back. They met in 75 and got married in 76. So, yeah, they'd be married for what, 30...
How long have you been down here, roughly, for an estimate? I'm not talking about the... What?
No, I was just thinking...
I'm talking about down here in Georgia with me. I'm not talking about the 3 months that we went to Indiana. But overall, how long have you been staying at the house with me, Mom, and Marty?
Since October 2009.
So, this year in October, it'd be about 2 years. And we've been in a relationship for almost 3 this November. Well, kind of.
It's just a little over 2.5.
But out of all that time being in Georgia, I'm not talking about when we're in Indiana, because I know you had a job and I had a job. We got up there and I had the job practically before I left Georgia. All I had to go in and do was fill the paperwork out. And I know you got a job up there working with me too, blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about none of that. What I'm talking about is, since you've been in Georgia, how long have you worked?
8 hours.
Yeah, literally 1 day of work. And I know I'm not blaming that on you, but I can't see how it's fair to me to
Let me ask you something.
Go to school and then have to pick you up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
What is your estimate in your head that makes you say that you can't blame me for that?
Because to me, when one party's going to be going to school and one party's going to be working, it has to be a balance. It has to, I don't know the word I'm looking for. It has to be a mutual agreement between two people. You can't, I know the word that I'm looking for. Consideration and compromise. You can't just, like for example, to me, that job that you had out there at Anderson, even though you worked there for 8 hours, how is it considerate, consideration?
I could have worked there for 10 or more years.
Tim, yeah, but how would it have been considerate to me? You don't drive. I would have been the one who had to go all the way out there and take you, come all the way back to the house, sit in traffic, mind you, because we'd be on 316, and then do my schoolwork in enough time and be done with it.
But honey, you're going to find yourself saying that for every job that I ever get.
That is not true. I just told you, please don't get a third shift job. Please don't get a third shift job.
What about second shift?
I told you I didn't care. First or second
because
shift.
Because that appointment Friday is for a second shift assembler production.
Okay, so
I didn't want to tell you that in case you came up with some awful.
So wait, you're intentionally withholding information from me?
Because I was afraid to tell you, in case you try to tell me you're not taking that.
But yet I
don't
tell
like being
you,
told I can't work
I know,
somewhere
but
because
wait a
of
minute.
technicality.
I'm gonna prove a point right here. I have to tell you everything. Everything. And if I
didn't try to withhold it to be vindictive. I tried to withhold so I didn't take a chance of you telling me no.
I think that's rude. And then you jump all over me this morning about you don't know what time church starts or if it's going to go 9 hours long. But, buddy, you want to know. You can withhold information left and right, but I can't. I have to tell you everything.
Okay, you're getting...
No, it's not fair.
Okay, I agree. It wasn't fair, and I didn't like keeping it from you either. But at the same time, when the Anderson...
What else you been keeping?
That's it.
How do I know?
Because that is it.
I ain't the one that stays up to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and then gets mad and complaining.
Now you're getting pissed off because of that job. And now you're looking at tailspin to other crap.
No,
bam,
I'm
bam,
not.
bam, 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 bam.
What do you do till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning then? Tell me. Farmville? You couldn't have done Farmville last night.
I didn't go to bed late last night like I had been.
Yeah, because you know you had to get up early this morning for church, which you complained about the whole entire time.
No, I was just mad because I was under this impression that nobody told me different on. I was just under the impression that as soon as I got up today, me, you, that basically we was going to be following them all the way up.
No, we was going to ride. We was going to ride with them.
Oh.
But see, I didn't want to go to Sunday school this morning. Myself. I didn't want to go to Sunday school. And because honestly, I've told you before. I told Mama, I told them all. I just don't like their church. I don't like that church. You know, I don't feel comfortable there. I mean, sure, I'll sit there and enjoy the service, but I just can't see myself opening myself up to God at that church.
I don't mind going there. I just don't like going there when the mill's there. Because every time, Jen, you know this.
Okay. Let's not talk about religion because you know how it'd get heated up real quick.
I'm not trying
because you're anti-religion and anti-Jesus.
I'm just talking about the way that they like. Here's the thing. I may have my views about religion and things. I do believe there's a God, but it's just
you don't believe it's Jesus Christ.
No, of course I do.
Well, why do you believe that?
Because that's just.
I know, but you know what kills me? I think one of the things that perturbed me the most about you.
You're not letting me get out what I say.
Yeah,
you're the one. I'm going to take the lead now, damn it. No, baby, what I'm trying to say is, you hate this, and it's the exact same thing we said in the car earlier. It's not that I feel uncomfortable around religion for two reasons. One, I've seen way too many fanaticals in my life. And I'm not saying you guys are. Don't get that look. I'm not saying you guys are. I'm saying... You been recording the whole time?
Yes.
I believe that...
This is a scientific study for psychology. It's supposed to be a type of therapy.
With religion. I believe in God. I believe all that. But I have a very thin line when someone is trying to push. And when you push, I push back, but in a negative.
Did y'all hear Tim? He made me cry a while ago.
Your battery's about to